Greetings loyal subscribers and honoured guests. It's time for the final pick of the month video for October, focusing on PlayStation Now. Before I get started, please note that this is the list of new games being added to the European version of the service. The US list is different, so please check elsewhere for details of that. That being said, let's get on with it. Straight out of the gate, the headline game for October is actually the one I would pick myself, The Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited. I have owned this game for ages and I have sunk a ton of hours into it, and I think it's really good fun. It's not quite up there with Skyrim in terms of quality, but if you've already played Skyrim to death like I have and you want more in the same world, then it is worth having a go. If you've been curious about trying this game in the past and you weren't too sure about it, then this is the ideal place to give it a try for a little while and see if you like it. Our next game is Sniper Elite 4, and while I do think the slow motion bullet cam is awesome, which shows an X-ray view of the human skeleton getting destroyed by a well-placed bullet, this isn't really a game I could see myself getting into due to its high focus on stealth. I don't mind a little bit of stealth in games as long as going in guns blazing is also a viable tactic. Maybe if I played this on the easiest setting that would be possible, but I kind of think that it goes against the spirit of the whole thing, to be honest. Anomaly II is a tower defense game that was originally released on mobile devices before it got ported over to the PS4. I'm afraid I really don't know a whole lot about it. The graphics look quite nice in this trailer though, don't they? Next up, we have a JRPG from the legendary development studio Falcom. Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus is apparently related to the really old PC game Xanadu and the NES version that was called Xanadu, with the FA part short for Famicom. I am quite intrigued to try this one out. It looks to be an action RPG dungeon crawler. This type of game has been everywhere in recent years and a lot of them haven't been very good. I'm hoping that this is an exception, but I'll have to get back to you on that. EVE Valkyrie Warzone is an expanded version of the space combat spin-off to EVE Online, which has been designed to be played in PSVR. I'm not sure whether it can be played at all without a VR headset. If it can't, then I won't be playing it, unfortunately. I do like this sort of game, but I don't really have the space or money to be buying VR anytime soon. Mega Dimension Neptunia VII is up next, and I played the original Hyperdimension Neptunia game years ago and absolutely hated it. It was extremely shoddily made and tacky. As a result, I have avoided anything to do with the series ever since, but enough time has gone past that I will be willing to give it another go and see if anything has improved. If it hasn't, I will probably never touch one of these games again. Fairy Fence F Advent Dark Force is yet another action-based JRPG. That makes 3 this month alone, along with Tokyo Xanadu and Mega Dimension Neptunia VII, which is way too many. I'm willing to give them all a chance though, so we'll see how good or bad this one turns out to be. It looks quite nice from the trailer, but I haven't played it personally, so that's about all I can tell you for now. Wasteland II Director's Cut is a sequel that took decades to appear and was part of a successful Kickstarter campaign. The original Wasteland was the game that led to the creation of the much more successful Fallout series when the creators left one company and started another but didn't have the rights to their old game. Finally though, some of the original creators of that little known but highly regarded first game have come back together to make this. In gameplay terms, Wasteland 2 plays much more like one of the modern XCOM games compared to what Fallout has become, with tactical turn-based battles. It's worth a look. The RPGs just keep on coming, with Risen 3 Titan Lords Enhanced Edition. While the Risen series definitely isn't in the same league as the big-time RPGs like The Witcher or Elder Scrolls, it is still worth a try in my opinion. These games are huge and always offer the player plenty of choice for how they develop their character or which faction they want to join up with. This Enhanced Edition improved the visuals quite a bit over the base PlayStation 3 version, fixed a lot of bugs and made the interface a bit nicer too. A good, solid game. I knew nothing about Zombie Vikings before compiling this list, but it is actually another game from the same studio that brought us Stick It to the Man, which is quite an early PS4 release. Their games have a very unique art style and sense of humour, which don't appeal to everyone. I found the trailer quite amusing though, so hopefully I will like this. It depends if the gameplay is up to snuff. So there we are then, a pretty solid month for the newly revitalised PS Now service. This list is quite RPG centric, which suits me just fine. Before I go, what did you think of these videos? Should I continue to make them next month? Is there anything you would change about them? Feel free to let me know. Next week normal service will be resumed and I will hopefully have that PS2 Tuesdays episode that I've been promising for ages. I'll see you then. In the meantime, take care.